Hello ladies and gentlemen, Daily PvP is on, I am Flavored, and before we do anything else I have to apologize for my absence in the last couple of weeks. Of course, fortunately I did not have as much time as I wanted to have to commentate on the games, but I promise you I will be making up for that with the amount of commentaries I'll be releasing in the next few days, because you know, over the course of the past couple of weeks quite a lot of ranked games were played and most of them were definitely worth watching, so there are quite a few games I want to commentate on to give some insight. Even though some of you criticize me, I'm telling you, keep doing that because I need your criticism, but at the same time I need your love as well. Mostly love though. Remember, more love than a little bit of criticism and it will be fine. But anyway, this time we'll be going to the Bastion server to watch some sort of ranked, you know, US West PvP server has been known for housing quite a few very good teams that can definitely compete on the worldwide level. And in this case it will be Hey I'm MVP, a team you probably all know from at least my previous casts, or maybe you play on the Bastion server and are involved with the PvP community there, and you know that Hey I'm MVP was considered for a long time to be the top team on the Bastion. But recently there was some shuffling involved in their setup, in their playing members. They absorbed Strictly Business, or at least the top players from that guild. And personally, I would like to consider this an absolutely new team, although I would probably be criticized for saying that, but personally I feel that this is a completely new team, or at least the setup they're running right now. They've got Crunchy, for example, from Strictly Business on the heels, something that we haven't seen that often before, and we'll see if this current player setup of theirs can actually still be considered the best, and if they can go against the top teams. On the other hand, they will be going against Lukewarm Tauntauns, a team coming from the Harbinger server, PvE, US Western server. They of course transferred their guild to the Bastion once the paid transfers became available. And you know what? Since the transfers became open to everyone, I've been hearing a lot of rumors that even though quite a few teams transferred to the Bastion, the balance of power was not tipped whatsoever. And I'm really interested to know if that's true, if none of these new coming teams are really able to compete against Hey I'm MVP and Don't Panic, which are probably the top two dominating teams on the Bastions since like quite a long time ago. Would really like to know if the newcomers can show us a great game, or will they just fall like apples. Definitely expecting a good game of huttball here. We are in the pit and let's look at the setups of these two teams. Immediately you can notice that the difference here is basically a single class. One of the healers, in case of Lukewarm Tauntauns, they're using a double operative setup, definitely a solid healing setup that can show quite a lot in the current state of the game. On the other hand, Hey I'm MVP are using dump trucks here, bodyguard mercenary, and this is something that you do not see often. Usually teams overlook mercenaries, and but I'm telling you, mercenary can definitely hold himself at least equal against any other class. But anyway, the game has already begun and it looks like MVPs will be the first one to grab the ball. Even though both sides here had that combat transcendence or carnage predation, Hey I'm MVP were just a little bit faster, and they will probably be scoring the first one unless of course Lukewarm Tauntauns are able to play their CC game quite well. At the same time though, it looks like it allowed Lukewarm tauntauns to gain a superior positioning in the middle. Just look at how they're surrounding that ball spawn, while at the same time, hey, I'm MVP are occupying the northern high ground. Been pushed out a little bit, I feel, mostly due to the fact that they are out in the open for the Lukewarm tauntauns to focus fire. Look at that, it looks like fail Photon reroll is trying to put pressure on the sniper, and just think about it. Currently, since both sides have a sniper, Fat Nerd for hey, I'm MVP, and what was the name of that guy for Lukewarm tauntauns? I just had it in my mind, but I completely forgot. Anyway, probably the sniper here is the key class in controlling the middle, because he has AoE disable, that flash grenade, of course there is roll, of course there is entrench. All of these tools are just impeccable to successfully controlling the enemy team and grabbing the ball. So hey, I'm MVP doing a great job at identifying the sniper and trying to put some pressure. It looks like Pure Rage doesn't really want to score just yet. Yes, the sniper goes down, probably the score is coming up next. Immediately, notice this, immediately as soon as the sniper goes down, Pure Rage scores, because they know that the main problem for hey, I'm MVP for their team is gone from the middle. Fat Nerd rolls in, entrenches, grabs the ball, and that might be a second score for hey, I'm MVP. Also notice that as soon as the sniper went down, Lukewarm tauntauns were kind of stacked together, and they were not really prepared for Pure Rage scoring that ball. This is definitely a little bit of a mistake on their end, but which might cost them a point. We'll see though. It looks like the ball has already been passed to Pure Rage, which was waiting down below in the pit in a safe zone, and it might be a second score for hey, I'm MVP. It looks like not Woolish. Yes, exactly, that's his name. I was thinking not Wolfish or something like that. Well, I have to remember that name, even though it falls into my dictionary of unpronounceable nicknames. Quite easy, quite a simple nickname actually. But back to the game, I get kind of sidetracked. And oh my god, look at this! For whatever reason, Pure Rage went down. If you watch the minimap, you could see that he did not find any support at the line. And judging from the fact that Martian UFO was carrying the ball, I suppose he engineered some great pull, and it worked out. Remember that if you're using a Juggernaut these days as your main tank, there is always a danger of him being thrown around like a rag doll, because ever since Unstoppable and Unremitting was taken away from Juggernaut Guardian tank forms, they are very, very vulnerable to CC play. Okay, Martian UFO is trying to carry the ball by himself, not passing to their Guardian tank, and he is not choosing the most safest way to carry the ball. Although, considering he is a shadow, has force speed, has resilience, which he has already used, it might be a decent opportunity, but it is a lot safer, of course, to go down below, but still he manages to go through and passes the ball, which is again not exactly safe because it could have been intercepted, but it looks like it's going to work out for Lukewarm tauntauns this time. At the same time, they have completely no presence in the middle. Currently only Not Woolish is here, who attempted to grab the ball but was controlled. It looks like he did not have entrench in time. Thus he was easily grenaded, and right now Pure Rage, the tank for hey, I'm MVP, already has the ball and will probably be making his way. Remember that hey, I'm MVP did not score their second point, and instead Lukewarm tauntauns were actually able to counter that, and the score is tied right now, 1-1. Although Pure Rage, it looks like, is taking the safe route. Yes, just look at the pattern. Pure Rage has chosen to go. That is probably the most safest way to carry the ball, regardless of what kind of character, what kind of class you are. This is how you want to go, because otherwise there are just too many open spots for you to be pulled, for you to be stunned, for you to be removed from the upper platforms. And normally going above doesn't work in ranked, because there are just way too many ways to counter you. Once again, a little bit of a missed grenade, but Fat Nerd is already in position, although this time Goodars picks up the ball. Grenade comes in, and he is surrounded by the Lukewarm Tauntaun members, although they are not exactly focusing him as of yet, and as soon as I say that, he almost dies. Well, I guess it's my curse. As soon as I say someone's not being focused, he immediately gets that. And look at that, Pure Rage has positioned himself pretty nicely, a very safe spot for him to receive the pass, but at the same time his health is dropping quickly. Is he not getting any healing? That's very dangerous. Well, oh my god, he's giving the pass, and oh crap! Seriously, Flagshell, it was just decided by chance. Flagshell was closer to that landing point of the ball by just mere millimeter, and he gets it. A little bit of an unfortunate pass from Pure Rage there. Will Hey, I'm MVP be able to counter that? It looks like all of the Lukewarm Tauntauns are here now, going for the protection of their ball carrier. He must be looking, and oh my god, what a pull! At the same time, good play from Flagshell. Look at that. As soon as he was pulled, he immediately popped his Undying Rage, or guarded by the Force. Undying Rage, I suppose they're both Imperials, right? Because he knew he had to stall, he had to survive for as long as possible. At the same time, Goodars attempted to lock him down in the fire, but he did not have enough HP, and he just died to the first tick. Of course, if he had just a little bit more health, he would have used his crippling throw, he would have maybe ravaged and locked Flagshell down in the fire, so his Undying Rage would have expired and he would have died. But good attempt, but did not work. At the same time, Fail Phantom reroll here was trying to go for the intercept of the pass. He was positioning himself as good as he only could, but got a push away, and then Flagshell was able to pass the ball safely to his tank. And it looks like the score will be tied once again. 5 minutes remaining in this game, and this is pretty intense, I'm telling you guys. Just hoping the game will end unexpectedly in some way, but we'll see. And oh my god, definitely a good control coming in from Lukewarm Tauntauns here, but whoops, the ball carrier for them did not survive for too long, immediately got focused. At the same time, it's the healer Commando that got the ball this time. He's getting very low, locked down, but whoa, good healing there, good healing. Also coming some healing coming from Kikaleki, who is lightning sorcerer, I would assume. Of course, very flexible play, great assist. Even if you are a DPS, you don't always just attack enemies. You act according to the situation. And what's just happened? It looks like Vacalord did not get out of stealth in time for the pass, and it was wasted. And now Lukewarm Tauntauns were able to actually grab the ball from the middle, having a little bit of a better presence. They did not all leave following the ball carrier. They decided to stay in the mid, and that definitely paid off. A little bit of a mistake back there from Vacalord, because it could have been definitely a score. But right now, Martian UFO is carrying the ball again, but he once again, he doesn't choose the safest route to go. He might be locked down. Oh my god, have you seen it? That crippling throw, it missed there and did not lock Martian UFO down. Then again, he was using force speed, I think, so he was immune to roots. Oh no, what am I saying? It's only healer sages, of course, who are immune. But anyway, that crippling throw missed and did not lock down. Otherwise, of course, it could have played out totally different. And right now, pure Lukewarm Tauntauns, Pure Rage Tauntauns, Lukewarm Tauntauns are ahead by a single point, and it's Goodars who gets the ball this time. Vacalord is already waiting, but of course, passing the ball is always a danger, because most teams are anticipating something like that, especially seeing that it's not the main tank that's carrying the ball. They're anticipating the pass. Yes, just look at that, a little bit late on Lukewarm Tauntauns' side, but the idea was there. Didn't work out, but this is exactly the danger of passing the ball, because most knights and warriors can intercept that pass by using a leap, unless of course you're passing to an operative who is who's using his cover. Then it gets a little bit harder. Anyway, hey, I'm MVP get the ball again, and that is getting really dangerous for Lukewarm tauntauns. The score is currently tied, and hey, I'm MVP might be getting ahead if they can score the next ball. Look at this intense fighting for the middle, because they know if something goes wrong, it's most likely be the victory of the next team who grabs the ball here. So hey, I'm MVP are trying to clean up the middle as much as well as they can. So at the same time, it looks like Purage is still down in the pit and is not getting any supported line, although I can see that from the minimap that probably Vacalord is already at the line. There will be a leap. Yes, we could see it a little bit in the distance, as well as on the minimap you can see that Purage is already making his way to that line of Lukewarm tauntauns, and look at that, it's simply insane of a battle here in the middle. Not Voolish is getting identified and control. He shouldn't go down, because that's probably the only chance for Lukewarm tauntauns to get that ball, but he goes down. Unfortunately, healers are unable to keep him up. Also, I didn't see any of the defensive cooldowns of his being used, and that is really dangerous for Lukewarm tauntauns. And then just notice that Purage is not scoring just yet. He wants the timer to run as low as possible. There we go. Finally, a score. Still 40 seconds, and maybe Lukewarm tauntauns can still do it, but no. Fat Nerd grabs the ball once more. 4-3. There goes a pull and a push to the fire. We couldn't see it, but definitely it was a knockback. Look at the full resolve, but gets saved by Kikaleki, from what I could tell, who pulled Fat Nerd out of the fire. 10 seconds left in this game, and I don't think Lukewarm tauntauns will be able to come back from this spot. Fat Nerd is just way too well protected for him to go down, but the good moves were there. Let's pause here for a second to look at the stats. Vacalord says GG, and a good game indeed it was. A good game indeed. Oh wow, guys, seriously, let's take a quick look at the stats. Damage wise, and it really wasn't exactly the damage, but rather the good target spotting, good identification on the primary targets was on the side of hey, I'm MVP. Unfortunately, Lukewarm tauntauns really made a couple of mistakes which could have been definitely avoided. Something for them to think for the future, perhaps, especially in the middle control. We could clearly see that quite often their whole team just left middle, and that should never happen. You should always be prepared to grab the ball. In the worst case scenario, your tank, if he doesn't get enough of a support, he can just reset the ball, and if you have a decent enough presence in the middle, you can grab it and just repeat whatever it was, whatever you were doing. Anyway, good play from both teams. The numbers are kind of equal. Martian UFO, though, a little bit low on the stats, but then again, since we were not watching from the Lukewarm tauntauns side, it's a little bit hard to say what he was doing. Sometimes Shadows in the pit, the assassins, prefer stealth play to the open fighting, prefer to provide support, position themselves for the pools. And that is not a wrong play. So, but at the same time, their team has to be prepared to basically play 7 against 8, depending on how the situation develops. Anyway, at least from this game, I could see that rumors. Well, maybe Lukewarm tauntauns were not able to win this game, but the possibility was definitely there, and personally I feel that rumors are not exactly based, and that Lukewarm tauntauns can definitely compete against hey, I'm MVP at least. Not sure about Don't Panic, but I don't know, of course it's too early to say, and I would like to see more games between these teams, but definitely here in the pit they could win, and they looked pretty damn strong. Of course, some mistakes here and there, but you know, different games go differently. You can never assume that the team is not up for the task if they make a mistake or two. Even the best make mistakes. But anyway, it was flavored with sort of ranked commentary coming from the Bastion. Remember guys, subscribe at youtube.com/dailypvp, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/dailypvp. I do some live commentaries from time to time, we'll be doing more of them in the future, as well as, you know, Facebook, Twitter, both at /dailypvp. Maybe share this video for your friends to see. It would be great to have more people interested in Soldier and PvP in particular. And I think that's about it for this video. I wish you all guys a good day. Stay healthy, eat healthy food and exercise. Sign up for that gym, goddammit. Keep yourself in shape. I don't know where the hell did that come from, just something random I thought of. Anyway, I'm bailing out for now. Expect more huttballs to come. Peace.